My friends, how are you? Good to see you for yet another live stream. And we'll see what we get up to today. As you guys know, there is no real plan going into these live streams. We just hang out and we see what happens. So that is the plan for the day. And as always, all the time, I got a few things I got to set up before I can start paying attention to what's going on around here. So I'll be doing that while I wait for y'all to come in and join me, and we'll see what kind of trouble we get into today. So give me just 1 second, my friends. Good to see you. I see some of you coming in. Let me just finish setting this up. And here we go. Here we go. We're live, my friends. We are ready. And that's the plan. That's the plan. Susanna, what's going on? Chance, good to see you, brother. Haven't seen you for a while. How are you? Whiskey Echo, what's going on? I'm going to try this name. Sanke, maybe. I don't really know, but good to see you nonetheless. What's going on? Beverly, Peggy loves my videos. Well, thank you, Peggy. I appreciate that. So, yeah, we just started the stream just now. No real plans, my friends, for what we're doing. I, as always, when I'm off work, have my head in the sand, and I have no idea what's going on with the news out there. So if the world has blown up, I am blissfully unaware. The only news I've been able to take in even a little bit was Donald Trump going on some weird tangent about trophy wives and big yachts. I don't know. I haven't got to look at that too much. So I don't know what's going on out there, and we can talk about anything you guys want to, because I got no fucking clue what's going on out there. But it is good to see you guys, of course. We'll see just kind of what we get into. If you guys have any interesting news you want me to look up and we can talk about, we'll definitely do that. I spent all day, every time I come home, there's always projects for me to work on. So I spent all day working on stuff, and finally a little bit of downtime before I go make dinner for the family like we do. So what's going on, Ken? Good to see you. What's going on, Joe? How are you? I'm upset about that ugly bill. Yeah, the big beautiful bill, which has not passed Senate yet, right? I don't think it's. I know it passed the House, but it hasn't passed the Senate yet, right? I don't think so. And we get a lot of Republicans that get really tough, and they talk about how they're going to shoot down the stupid bullshit bills that Donald Trump wants to do. And then they all fold. Then they all fold, and they fall in line and do what they're told to do. So we'll see if the Senate Republicans have a spine, if they're going to stand up for themselves or not, because of course, there's the things that fuck with the working class that go with the big, beautiful bill. I saw somebody said no tax on cash tips. No tax on tips. There's probably some repercussions to that, but I haven't dug into it enough. The no tax on overtime is really fucking a lot of people. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I heard some blue-collar guy pissed off because he heard that the no tax on overtime cuts off. Well, first of all, it's not no tax on overtime. It's a tax credit at the end of the year if you qualify. And I think the tax credit maxes out at $10,000. I'm not really sure. But if you make over, according to the guy that was pissed off on the internet, if you make over $100,000, you don't qualify for the no tax on overtime. I know that's a different number if you're married, so you don't even qualify for that tax credit. And he was pissed. He was pissed because he was in the trades. He voted for Donald Trump, and he said, how am I supposed to not make over $100,000 a year? Anybody working in the trades in certain areas of the country doesn't get any benefit from this. It's not no tax on overtime. But of course, the big, beautiful bill is a disaster for the budget. It adds trillions of dollars in debt. And it is basically financial suicide to the country if they do that. So we'll see, my friends. We'll see what the Senate does. These spineless fucking Republicans have a way of fucking us all over. So you know how it goes. What's up, Deb? Good to see you. Neo Jason, good to see you. Hello from Lithuania. Good to see you. Donnie wear a MAGA red hat to the West Point. Yeah, he had the hat on. I only got to watch a little bit of his speech, but that's where he was talking about trophy wives and big yachts. I don't know. That's our president, ladies and gentlemen. That's the president, my friends. The fucking dipshit. Fucking dipshit. What's up, Impossible Colors? Telly, you guys all be on your best behavior. The only moderator I have is in the house. And if you fuck around, I'm just kidding. Telly's a nice guy. Telly probably won't bounce you out of here for fucking around because that's kind of what we do around here. The big beautiful bill passed. It passed Congress. It passed Congress. As far as I can tell, and I may be wrong. But I think it has not passed Senate yet. But I'll keep following up on that. I could be wrong. I've kind of had my head in the sand today. Tommy Tuberville is planning on running for governor of Alabama. Well, I don't know. I don't know much about him. I think he's MAGA, but I don't know much about the guy. No cash on tip. Still has to go to Senate. Okay, cool. I think that's where it's at. And we'll see. I mean, the Republicans like to act tough until it's time to actually do their job, and then they cave to Donald Trump all the time. And I don't know how I feel, my friends. Should we just allow the Republicans to pass the big, beautiful bill and then make sure that we rub their faces in it when midterms come around? Do we still have free and fair elections? Can Democrats win in the midterms? I don't fucking know. I don't know where we're at. Yep, the 50% tariffs on EU, I covered that in yesterday's video, as well as the 25%. It started as 25% on Apple, and then Donald Trump got in one of his fucking moods, like he does, and then it ended up being everything related to smartphones like Samsung and shit like that. You know how he is with those goddamn tariffs, and I wish I had like money to buy Apple stocks because he's definitely manipulating that market, but I don't think that the Apple stock actually dropped off that much. It's not open today, right? It's the weekend. It only dropped off 3%. So it wasn't a huge drop on the Apple stocks. But you know how he is with manipulating the market. Grateful Trucker says, I turned off the sound. Can you guys turn off their sound? I'm watching the comments. Make sure y'all can hear me. Or if I'm just talking to myself. Waiting to see. Make sure y'all can hear me. Grateful Trucker says, my sound is off. I'm waiting. Waiting. So we'll see. Okay, cool. You guys can hear me. Okay. So Grateful Trucker, turn your sound up. Turn your sound up. How do you think future voting is going to go when it's election time? Well, I don't know, Deb. I have no fucking clue. I do not know if we have free and fair elections at this point. And I say that not in like a conspiracy theory kind of way. What I'm talking about is all the Republicans' efforts to, what's the word? There's a certain word I'm looking for where they, purge the voter rolls, lock certain people out from voting. I know there's a certain word for it. One of the bills they're trying to do, I forget what the bill is called. You guys can remind me, but where they're basically, if you don't have the same last name as is on your birth certificate, then you're not eligible to vote, which locks out at very least millions of married women from voting. Voter suppression. Thank you. So I don't know that we necessarily have free and fair elections at this point. When you've got, those voter suppression strategies from the Republican Party. So in theory, in a perfect world, the Republicans would get their asses whipped these upcoming midterms because they're not doing anything good. The tariffs are fucking everybody in one way or another. The big beautiful bill is a fucking disaster. So in a normal functioning society, the Republicans don't stand a chance. Don't stand a fucking chance. However, we don't know if things are normal at this point. So I don't know. I try to be optimistic. Yeah, I think they have to, Chance. I think NPR is very professional, very boring, very fucking monotone. So I think it's their job to not mock the president of the United States. So, they'll just bend as usual. I agree. I agree. Kevin, good to see you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Josh, it is the old bastard. Well, good to see you, you old bastard. Good to see you. Hi from Chattanooga. Chattanooga. Sorry about that, Angie. I can speak, I promise. I'm actually passing through there next week. They got me on a run to Georgia this week because the fuckers kept me out an extra day. I was supposed to, not that you guys care much about my trucking career, because I don't care that much about it either. It's just something I do. But I was supposed to get loaded over in New Jersey on Thursday evening, and they didn't load that shit till, not Thursday evening, whatever fucking day it was, but they didn't load me until like 3 a.m. the next day. So I was a whole day behind. And these assholes were trying not to give me a day off. They were just going to like make me leave today. Like I got home yesterday and they were going to make me leave today, headed for Maryland again. And I said, not fucking good enough. I deserve a day off, goddammit. So they're putting me on a little shorter run. And I'll be passing right by you, Angie. I'm going out to, the fuck's it called? Georgia. So that's what I'm doing. Real quick, let me get this dumpster cheese. Wow, quite the name. Dumpster cheese. Thank you for the $20. The $20. I appreciate that. The Bud Lights. I did quit drinking nearly 2 months ago. I can't believe it either. I'm surprised. I still look like an alcoholic, don't I? The white trash look will never leave me, my friends. I'm sorry. It ain't going nowhere. But yeah, I appreciate the $20, but I did quit drinking. So thank you, though. Thank you. Appreciate you. Shit, I lost track of the comments. Let me go ahead and jump to the bottom because I'm always so fucking far behind. It's hard. But it's hard to keep up. Let me know when you're in Johnstown. I don't normally go over, what's the turnpike or whatever? Is that 76 or is that 70? I don't remember. But I normally go across 68, I-68, I believe it is, because there's a lot of mountains out there, but there is not a lot of traffic there. So I don't go around Johnstown too often. I did this time because of I went over to New Jersey first, and then I came across there. But I was in a hurry, so I just drove near Johnstown and kept fucking rolling. That's what I did. So that's what I did. Kevin was going to America next month, but Trump's hostile environment against tourists put me off. Yeah, going to Vietnam instead. I mean, that's where we're at, right? Kevin was going to take a vacation to America, but because of Donald Trump's policies of fucking throwing tourists in ICE detention camps, apparently, or whatever he's doing, at least getting you fucking detained for a while to ask who the fuck you are, he's going to Vietnam instead. And I see Kiri says Vietnam is great, and maybe it is. I've never actually been to Vietnam, but all I know about it is the war, Vietnam, that was there. But it sounds very disappointing. But I don't know much about Vietnam, but yeah, America is fucked. I mean, there's no way around it. We've completely fucking destroyed our tourism at this point. And that's one of the things that America was good at. If you guys, I don't remember which video it was, but I kind of gave a list of things that America does well, right? And entertainment, tourism, things like that are things that we excel at. While America is worried about if we can manufacture shoes and iPhones, I don't fucking get it. So instead of leaning into the things we're good at, we want to work in sweatshops, my friends. That's what we really want here in America. But we've killed our tourism industry with these fucking incredibly harmful policies. I believe you guys can tell me in the comments, but we're on like some like travel watch list, I think, at this point. Like other countries are advising, don't go to America for vacation. Stay the fuck out there. It's stupid. It's crazy. I just don't know what to say. Here's a good one. This may happen. This is actually not out of the realm of possibilities. So I might go on a little bit of a tangent here, but don't worry. I'll catch up with you guys in the comments here later. So recently, Donald Trump signed an executive order that that truck drivers must be proficient in English, right? First problem with that, first problem you need to know is that that was already a requirement. Now, if people weren't enforcing it, like at the state level or company level or things like that, that's a whole other story. But it was already a regulation. It was FMCSA regulation, I believe. So we were already required to speak English to be a truck driver in America. Speak it, and I think read and write. I don't remember specifically. But they have that executive order didn't do much, but it did one thing. It did one thing, and I'll tell you what that one thing is. What it means is now if you get pulled over at, say, a weigh station and they check you to see if you are proficient in the English language, which I guess they can do, you will be put out of service if you're not proficient. Now, anybody that's not a trucker here, the way you get taken off of out of service status is to fix the problem that has put you into an out of service status, right? So say you blew a tire. I'm trying to think of an out of service violation. I'm pretty sure a blown tire is an out of service. So you get put out of service and you get pulled into a weigh station and you fix the blown tire, right? So now they're going to put people out of service for not being able to speak English. How do you fix that? Well, the only thing you could do is learn English, right? And so they're starting to do that. Oh, CDL will be revoked as well, according to Grateful Trucker. Now, I don't necessarily take a huge issue with what language people speak. Our infrastructure in America caters to the English language, all right? So this part I'm saying isn't because I have any kind of biases. It's just our infrastructure is catered to just the American language. So I understand how you find safety concerns in a truck driver not being able to read the signs in America. So to your point, will ICE, how soon before ICE starts raiding truck stops and detaining truck drivers? I think it's coming soon. I think it's coming really soon. And what you need to know about it is it's just Donald Trump throwing his base a little bit of a bone, right? Throwing them a little something because he's going to crush the freight rates with the tariffs, right? Freight's dropping coming into the ports, even at a 30% tariff. That's a massive fucking tariff. So if Donald Trump can find people to take out, sort of capacity to take out of the market, it kind of cushions the truckers a little bit. Now, I'm not defending what he's doing. I'm explaining how he's throwing his base a bone so that they can feel better about the complete ass fucking that they're about to get. Because the fact of the matter is with these 30% tariffs, it's not sustainable. But to keep up the image of Donald Trump's just trying to get the damn foreigners out of the trucks, according to Trump and Trump's base, I could see them ICE raiding truck stops soon. Any minute, any fucking minute that could happen. So yeah, you're on the right track there. It's coming. It's 100% coming. It's not going to have the effect he thinks it is because the freight market's just fucked. There's no way it's sustainable at even 30% tariffs. But there's no way it's sustainable, period, because business owners in America don't know what Donald Trump's going to do next. How do they plan? How do they project? How do they order when they don't know what the fuck's coming next? So that was a long-winded answer to that, Dumpster Cheese, but there's a lot of things at play, a lot of things. I hear Texas is already testing out driverless trucks. That's true. They have been for a while. I don't know how I feel about that yet because there's so many fucking nuances to a driverless or autonomous truck that I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet. I don't know if it's a reality in the next year or two, if it's more of a 20-year thing, or if it's even possible. But they test them a lot in Texas because it's easier. It's easier terrain. It's much more predictable. You start getting into mountains, cities, construction, different kinds of weather, and all these things. Texas has traffic and construction, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of empty space in Texas also. But you don't get so much into like the weather as far as ice and snow. They're in the testing phase, but I think it'll be a while still, just from what I've seen. from what I've seen so many autonomous truck companies come up and fail and go bankrupt. We'll see. I'm not necessarily opposed to it. I understand that I make my living driving a truck, but it is a shitty way to make a living, honestly. Years and years of your life spent in a truck by yourself. I know there's other truckers here. It's a blessing and a curse, let's say, because trucking has carried people for many, many generations. But I wouldn't wish the lifestyle on fucking anyone. I wouldn't. It's just such a lonely fucking lifestyle. You're just all by yourself all the fucking time. And the food sucks. The truck stops are disgusting. Everything about it is pretty bad. Once you've traveled the country, you're done. There's nothing left to see. Trump can't complete a sentence, and if he's got points against him, well, yeah, that's the thing too. How can we make sure that truckers are proficient in English when our fucking president isn't? That's fucking insane. Texas is hot as hell in summer. Yeah, it is. I've been through Texas thousands of times. I know it is. I know it is. Blessing and a curse. Yes, I agree. You know, Jesse, I've always fucking wondered that too, because I'll pop into other people's live streams every once in a while and say hi. It's probably right looking us right in the face, Jesse, because you at someone, right? The at symbol. And I don't know how to fucking do that either. I don't know if it's just they type your name exactly as it is there. Like, because when you do at, it doesn't populate a list or anything, I don't think. That's a fantastic question. So anyways, every state has its own traffic laws, construction styles, etc. I think the only way autonomous vehicles work is if all traffic is autonomous. That may be a good point. Yeah, it's it does populate a list. Fuck, I had no idea. I had no fucking idea. I've tried it before and it never worked, but that's it. So at and then their name, Jesse. That's it. But anyways, yeah, that may be the answer, Alto. I don't really fucking know. I don't know. I think we're a long, long ways off from autonomous trucking, mainly for, I don't know if legal reasons is what I'm looking for. I think the first truck to like take out a fucking family on an interstate is going to be a nightmare for the autonomous trucking company. But I don't know. At least as a trucker, you don't have to feel useless. Yeah, I get that. I've done my fair share of cubicle work too. Done my fair share of that too. No space between the at symbol, just there. You know what? I'm going to jump over here and try it myself because I never could figure that out. I'm going to type Jesse, at Jesse. Oh, wait, it does. Look at that. At Jesse. How about that? It works. I've never known how to fucking do that. Never known how to do that. So stupid, because that's what it is on every other fucking platform. But I've tried. Maybe it don't work from my phone. Because I've tried it on my phone so many times. We're learning something new. That's what we're doing. Donna, the big baseball fan. First ever, I was upsetting going to Seattle for the weekend. I need some water. Delicious. Here you go. Telly has the answer for us. This is the kind of shit we talk about around here, I guess. So apparently you got to do it on a PC, not the phone. So there we go. I am almost always on my phone to watch other live streams because I got sick of setting up the laptop in the truck all the time. So when I do drop in people's live streams, I'm always on the phone. So my trucker husband decided he's MAGA. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Yeah, there is a lot of MAGA in trucking, a fucking lot. I hear from them every day. As far as I know, so far, at least a couple hundred are gonna catch me in the truck stop, and they're gonna beat me up, my friends. They're all gonna beat me up. So we'll see how that works out. I guess I got 100 ass kickings coming my way though. That's what I've heard. I've heard about them, but that's all I know. I am lying in bed with my dogs at 1:10 p.m. There you go. Eating refried canned beans and smoking a bowl in Volcano, Hawaii. Silver Ghost is living the fucking life. Silver Ghost is living the fucking life right there. Splat says, have you ever played American Truck Simulator? I have. I used to actually make a little bit of money playing American Truck Simulator on an old channel I had. We turned it from a trucking channel to a gaming channel for a while. So, yeah, I used to sit right here in this corner getting drunk off my ass playing American Truck Simulator. Yep. Done that. Toilet in the driver's seat? Yeah. What would the drivers use the Love's parking lot for? Yeah, those truck stop parking lots are fucking gross. MAGA truckers are more stupid than the orange part wrinkle. Yeah, we got some dumb sons of bitches out there. We do. Let me scroll to the bottom. Oh, you figured it out, Jesse? Awesome. Good. How's the no drinking going? Pretty fucking good, actually. I was really shocked at how easy it was for me to quit drinking. I have been a drinker for well over 20 years, and I was shocked at how fucking easy it was for me. It's not easy for everyone. Like, I can't give up nicotine. That's never going to happen. Speaking of, I need some right now. Oh, that's delicious. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on in politics much today because I've been just doing other shit. I don't know why I said that. That's just kind of what was on my mind. I listen to your vlogs on my dog walks, like talking with a friend. You know, Mark, that's kind of the point. I'm glad you picked up on that. That's why I make fun of myself when I forget what I'm saying or any number of things. I fuck up. I don't edit all that stuff because it's a conversation, right? It's a conversation. Now, I almost fucked myself last week, my friends. I'm glad I caught it right in time because I had recorded a video. I don't know if you guys saw my community post, but I recorded a video because I thought the no tax on tips, it reads as cash tips. My friends. So I made a video blasting the shit out of that. I did have a funny bit in it because I'll get to the funny bit in a minute. But the way I understood it was cash. So if somebody pays electronic payments, credit cards, debit cards, then you would still get taxed on those tips. And it was actually right before the video went live, I saw a Mr. Global video where he explained that the IRS code considers cash tips to be even credit and debit cards. They're still considered cash tips, which fucked up my whole video. Yeah, I hear you, Steady Eddie. I haven't dug into it enough yet, but I hear you. But it fucked up my whole video because I thought that Donald Trump was still fucking people that way. Now, he's probably fucking people another way, but I thought they were still going to get taxed on like debit cards, credit cards, and who the fuck leaves cash tips anymore? And I saw a Mr. Global video where he explained that credit and debit card are still considered cash tips. And I went, oh, fuck, this fucks up my whole video. So I started looking up information on it. I'm like, okay, he was right. He was right about that. So I had to fucking throw out the whole video. But I had a funny bit in it about how this is like the golden age for strippers at this point because all of their tips are in cash. And I was calling it like a stripper stimulus plan. And I was cheering for it. I mean, I like the strippers, right? And it was a super, super funny bit, but I had to throw the whole fucking video out, and that pissed me off. That really made me mad that I had to throw it out. So had to get rid of it. Anyways, Trump, nice guy, always give MAGA boy a reach around. Yeah. No, I don't know that he does. Donald Trump would be a very selfish lover, I think. I don't think he would give anybody a reach around. So I disagree, Big Deal. I disagree. Donald Trump would definitely just be in that for himself, for sure. So, no, I disagree. I disagree. I'm very anxious and have money and a white, but being a woman in an unstable marriage to a MAGA makes me very anxious. I don't mean to laugh at you. I fucking imagine. Oh, that'd be tough. That'd be fucking rough. I'm not going to give you any advice on a live stream or anything, but I've put out videos. About don't divorce them. Don't date them. Don't fuck them. All those things because you can't trust those fucking MAGA dorks. Now, I'm not giving you advice. That's your opinion. But yeah, I highly recommend divorcing people if they're MAGA. I 100% support that idea. So I'm not giving you advice, but I support that idea. Okay, wink, wink. Anyways, a recent study showed 1 out of 3 Trump supporters are just as delusional as the other 2. Yeah, we're funny in here today, aren't we? Yeah, no, it's fucking insane. It's just fucking nuts. Dark Player 2, my pet name for the current president is orangutan. There's so many fucking names for that fat prick. There's so many. That's a good one, but there's so many. There's so many. Am I the only Brit in chat? I don't know, Kevin. Let's hear it. Any more Brits in the chat so that Kevin don't feel alone? We don't want Kevin to be by himself at all. I'm not a relationship expert, but I play one online. There you go. Absolutely. How are people making it in this world? The madman has created. Well, people are probably still making it right now, Valiant Val. It just hasn't fucking hit yet. This supply chain crisis is going to knock the shit out of a lot of us. People are so fucking short-sighted. I mean, I hear it all the time from, other truckers. They say the economy's fine. My job's just fine. And I wish the economy was just my job. My job actually indicated the entire economy, because then, yeah, it's good. Then everything's fine. But we know that the economy is much bigger than one guy's job, right? So I think right now people are still making it based on the how would I say this? The massive orders that retailers did before the tariffs kicked in. But it's about to kick all our asses here pretty soon. If it hasn't yet, because some people are getting the shit kicked out of them already, but it's going to. So I think we're only making it for a little while longer. This is not sustainable at all. Beard's looking good. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. I try. I'm half redneck, so I do my best with the fucking thing. Jimmy Kimmel has a bunch of good names. Yeah. I like Jimmy Kimmel. All right. He's not my favorite. I'm more of a Colbert fan or Jon Stewart, but Jimmy Kimmel's up there. He's okay. He's okay. Not my favorite. I'm so happy I'm married to a big lefty like me. That's what we're kind of where we're at right now. It used to be maybe you could have some political differences, but as much as we're different in those views now, I don't think you can be married to someone with a different political view at this point. I really don't think you can, because you have to think about what MAGA is, right? MAGA is all about taking away people's rights, taking away women's rights. All your money goes to the King Donald. I mean, and it goes on and on. The list is just extensive. So to be a woman married to MAGA, you would have to be okay with your rights being infringed on, and that includes access to health care in the event that you need an abortion for some reason, or even fucking want an abortion. But an abortion's a medical procedure that saves lives in a lot of situations. You have to be, as a woman married to MAGA, you have to be okay with your vote not counting anymore or not being allowed to vote. So it's not like just a difference in political views anymore. It's a difference in how you feel like you deserve, or how someone else deserves to be treated as a human being. So I do wonder about women that are married into MAGA and that wear their Trump hats and that celebrate Donald Trump winning. I don't want to go off too hard on them right now, but are they just okay with their rights being taken away? Are they okay with being servants to their husband? Because that's part of the MAGA movement, is making sure that the people that MAGA feels is inferior to them is firmly put into their place. So the point is, it's not just political difference anymore. It's bigger than that. It's about human rights. So no, I don't think you can just have political differences in a marriage anymore. I don't think you can. And I could be overreacting. I could be wrong about that. Maybe people are successfully navigating that, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah. Whiskey Echo, you're right. You're right. Let's see. The big, beautiful 747 is a gift from the Saudis, the people that brought us 9/11. Yeah, I believe he ended up accepting the gift. He's fucking stupid. Just fucking dumb. It just drives me nuts because this is the same guy telling us to ration our dolls, ration our pencils, adding huge taxes to us, all these things, but he gets a plane. He gets a plane, right? Of course. Yeah. Of course. Any Hawaiians in chats? I think at least one more. And I don't think you're the only one. Don't think you're the only one. I'm going to jump down to the bottom here again because I'm way, way fucking behind once again. Let's see. Where are we at? Yeah, your daughter has too many dolls, according to Donald Trump. Yep. Vegan Heathen says you have mentioned techno and industrial music. Feel free to talk music sometime. I mean, we can. I haven't listened to music for a fucking while because I'm a weirdo, I guess. But I spend so much time researching my topics and trying to get information that I haven't turned on music for a good long while. But I mentioned this in my 10,000 subscriber video. I have two top favorite artists in all the world, and they couldn't be any more different than each other. So my favorite bands or artists, one is Nine Inch Nails. Any Nine Inch Nails fans in here? Fucking love Nine Inch Nails. I actually bought tickets for Nine Inch Nails coming up here. I'm not going, but they're coming to Denver in August, I think. So when I was still drinking, I was kind of drunk off my ass one night, and I bought Nine Inch Nails tickets. I spent like $400 or $500. And then I realized what a pain in the ass it is to go to a concert. Like, you got to pay for parking. You got to drive all the way to Denver. You spend all that money. I think I spent like $400 or $500 on the tickets. And then you got to drive all the way back. And I went, oh, fuck. I don't want to do all that. The next day I woke up and sobered up. And I just decided I didn't want to go. So I ended up selling the tickets right away. It's so stupid. So dumb. I sold them at like an $80 loss, by the way. But it's such a fucking hassle to go to a concert, you know? So I realized I didn't actually want to do that once I sobered up. And then my other favorite artist that is light years different from Nine Inch Nails, my old man rock Nine Inch Nails. My other favorite is George Strait. Oh, I fucking love George Strait. My God. That's the redneck side of me, my friends. But George Strait isn't necessarily like hillbilly redneck. He's fucking, I don't know if any of you are on that same level with me. But, I fucking love George Strait. But I don't listen to music much anymore because I'm always researching my topics, trying to get more information. It's a constant news cycle with me these days. That's all I do. I see Typo Negative. Love Typo Negative. What a great band from back then. Typo Negative obviously was awesome. Stabbing Westward, Gravity Kills. Trying to think of some other ones. I was into the later stuff. Like, obviously, Korn was awesome. Korn was fucking phenomenal on that first album, that first Korn album. Definitely loved me some Linkin Park. But these days, my friends, I don't even turn music on. Just never do. Never fucking do. Hardly do it. But yeah, those are kind of the music I used to listen to when I did it. When I fucking did it. Everybody I know is on strict orders to play The Cowboy Rides Away at my funeral, or I'm going to haunt those motherfuckers. I will come back and fuck with them for sure. You saw Nine Inch Nails with Jane's Addiction in 2009. I saw them in, I believe it was 2001 with A Perfect Circle. It was the Nine Inch Nails, The Fragile tour, and A Perfect Circle was with them. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with all that. But I did see this Glassdoor Gamer with the $5. Thank you. What's worse than a MAGA, a Canadian MAGA? Yeah, they actually exist. Nothing but love from Canada. Hopefully you guys get back to some normalcy. And you're right. When I don't get to do many videos on Canada I don't know how closely you guys follow. I must have said something wrong because the viewers just dropped off like crazy. I must have pissed someone off. I'm not sure what happened there. But anyways, It just dropped. They're all gone. Everybody's gone, my friends. But I don't get to make many Canadian videos anymore because honestly, you guys handled your business when it came to dealing with Donald Trump. He's not talking about the 51st state at all, if as much at all. He's not threatening Canada in any way. You guys handled your business, and good for you. But when I was making those videos, I did run into Canadian MAGA. Yeah, they're dicks too. They're just as much dickheads as ours, and they were not fun to fucking talk to at all. And yeah, they do exist. They do exist in Canada also. But you know what? You guys did good. You guys did good. I don't know how Canadians. Let me hear from you in the comments. But how do you feel now that Mark Carney's in doing his job? Is he doing good for you? Is he fucking up? But he handled his business, I think, with Donald Trump. He shut him the fuck up. And that's good enough. That's good enough for me, anyways. I don't know if it's good enough for you, Canadians. And also, Vegan Heathen with the new channel membership. Thank you. I appreciate that. I need to find more videos to do for the members only, but I just don't know what to talk about. Like, I don't know. I haven't figured it out. I actually thought about putting up a community post for the channel members. Like, hey, throw some topics at me and I'll throw out some videos on that. It don't have to be politics. It don't have to be anything like that. But sorry, channel members, I'm not doing enough for you guys. But I appreciate that, Vegan Heathen. I appreciate that. Oh, nice 9 Inch Nails picture too, by the way. That looks good. Take a shot every fucking curse word. Don't do that. You'll die. You'll die. And I don't want that. Oh, he's just too short. Yeah. Is that a bad thing? I spilled water all over my desk. Just now, and I'm trying to dry it with my hand. That's all I got with me. But I'm kind of short too. I'm average height. I'd say I'm average height. So I'm not short by any means. But yeah, if that's a problem, let me know. Thank you, Alto. Yeah, we passed that 50K. That fucking last 1,000 from 49 to 50,000 was fucking brutal. I'm like, come on, somebody subscribe to this fucking channel. What is going on? And now that I've reached the 50K, I'm less consumed with the subscriber count. Hell, it'll grow if it grows at this point, right? But 50,000 is respectable. And I really don't pay attention now. But that last 1,000 was fucking brutal. It was rough. Come on, man. And I got a video from like 2 weeks ago that the algorithm is like fucking around with. I don't know what's going to happen with that one. It's weird. It's super weird. It's been getting quite a few views the last couple days. So I don't know. But thank you, Alto. Appreciate it. You know how I go off on the side tangents. And thank you for the 5 channel memberships. I fucked up your name, I think, earlier because I saw you laughing at me. I'm just a dumb white hick, you know. I do my best with these kind of different names. But thank you for the 5 channel memberships also. I appreciate that. I don't know who got them because they get handed out kind of randomly, but thank you. I appreciate that. Shirts can double as a towel. Yeah, they can, but I should keep mine on. That's a thing I used to do. And Telly, the moderator, he could tell you. Back when I was a drinker, a drunk that used to do live streams over in this corner on a trucking channel, it wasn't uncommon for me to take my shirt off and show my titties back then. But these days I try to keep my shirt on, have a little self-respect, you know. This is what we talk about on my live streams. We talked a little bit about politics, and now we're talking about my tits, and we've talked about strippers. We're just kind of all over the place. We're just hanging out, though. That's what we're doing. Spilled water on my desk, Susan. Susan, get your mind out of the gutter. My desk. Napoleon was short, and Napoleon was not short. Napoleon was also average height. I think he was above average for the time that he lived in. So he was not short. I'll Google it though. We'll Google it just to make sure. Was Napoleon short? I wish I could do voice. I can't spell to save my fucking life. Napoleon was 5'7", which was above average for the 19th century, which was above average. So how about that? How about that? It's like that. Local media, it's like that. Sometimes you hit these like peaks and valleys doing YouTube. You really do. Like I had last month was fucking huge for me, and I came into this month just on fire, like the beginning of this month, and then you get about 2 weeks into this month and it just cratered on me, and you just kind of ride out the lows and hope for the highs. That's kind of how it works. So yeah, good job on having that little peak this week, and I'm only saying this, like next week could be absolutely fucking brutal for you. Just work through it. Just I don't know what your content is, if I'm being honest with you, but just work through it because you'll hit these, like there will be times like you're on top of the world. You think your channel, oh God, this shit's going viral. We're going to take the fuck off. And then next week, YouTube will come around and kick you in the dick is what it will do. So good job on that week. But you do hit those peaks and valleys for sure. Absolutely. God bless the free memberships. Absolutely. I'll put up a post that only the channel members can see, maybe later today. And I'll just put in there like something like, hey, throw in some video topics that you want me to cover. It could be about anything. You want to talk about my favorite video game or anything. Pick a fucking topic and we'll just make videos out of it. The problem is if I release them as public videos, it will fucking destroy my algorithm. So they have to be released as members only videos, but it gives you guys something for the, $1.99 a month or so. And yeah, I'll maybe put out a post like that. And you guys can just throw a few things at me, and then we'll be good. We'll be good. Jesse with the member for 2 months. Canadian listening for your current affairs perspective. Well, we're not doing so good today. We're kind of all over the place. But tomorrow, I'm back in the truck, and I'll be picking up on whatever the news is and hoping for a good video. So, yeah. I'm rooting for Carney. I hope he can work with reasonable folk among the conservatives. Yeah, I hope so, too. It's hard. Finding reasonable conservatives in America, especially right now, is fucking hard. It's a hard thing to do. So, yeah, they're reasonable until Donald Trump tells them to fucking fall in line, and then they're not. I have raw game clips without voice and unedited on my channel. Nice. Gaming's fun. I started out as a gaming channel, actually. Not this channel, but years ago, my very first channel. It was around 2013 or so. I started as a gaming channel. Long time ago. long time ago. Gaming's fun. Let me scroll on down. Benny, good to see you, Benny. Cheers from the high desert. Good to see you, Benny. Always good to see you. Glassdoor Games with the $2. Do you see an American Civil War coming? I don't really know. Honestly, I wish I could give a good answer to that. Maybe not in the sense that you would picture a civil war, because we would just wipe ourselves out, right? We would blow ourselves to fucking smithereens. It wouldn't do any good. But I think we're already sort of fighting a war, like a battle between the states over funding and shit like that. And it's weird because the red states are adamant against, they want to cut off funding, but red states need the funding. And the red states are blaming the blue states for like money problems. It's really fucking bizarre. I'd have to dig into it some more. But then there was a congressman or senator from maybe New York or one of those Northeast blue states that was referring to red states as moocher states recently, which he's not wrong. But the people in the South are probably saying things along the lines of them as fighting words because now representatives from blue states are starting to call out red states for the funds they need from the blue states. So we may see, I don't think a civil war in the terms of like shooting each other, but financial, 100% that's coming. And because MAGA is always talking about let's kick everything back to the states. That's their whole thing. First, it was Roe versus Wade, right? Went back to the states. Then it's FEMA, and then it's like SNAP benefits. Then it's Medicare and Medicaid. If we're not using the entire federal government to fund these programs to the states, what's the fucking point in being the United States at this point? It doesn't make any fucking sense. So I'm almost to a point, and I'm definitely wrong about this. I'm not thinking it thoroughly enough. But why aren't we all just 50 different countries at this point if that's how we're going to act? Why the fuck are we doing this whole United States bullshit and then hanging them out to dry? And keep in mind, I'm from a blue state. I live in Colorado. So I'm from one of the states that picks up the tab for the fucking red states. If they don't want our money, fine, fuck them. And I know that a lot of people that watch me are little blue dots out in these red states. I get it. I don't blame you for what your leadership is doing. But fuck them, if you're too good for our money, then why are we doing this? So I see something coming. I don't think we're going to shoot at each other, but I might be wrong about that. I might be wrong about that. We'll see how it all goes. It's a scary time to be alive, which is why I giggle a lot, my friends. It's why I laugh at everything, because if I didn't make jokes out of shit that was going on, this would be tragic. This would be fucking scary. So that's why I laugh at fucking everything. I uploaded on the YouTube with my PS5 one time. Okay. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that for sure. Ever listen to Rage Against the Machine? Yeah, absolutely. Their music is more relevant now. Even more relevant now than it was back then. Yeah. And also a little bit different, but a similar name, Rise Against. Oh, fucking love Rise Against. And their music also is much more relevant now. Also, so yeah, definitely listen to both of those. Yes, this right here. Yes, this right here. Let's see. I got lost. I don't know where I'm at. This was awesome. Help the immigrants in your area. If you see anything, get badge numbers. Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of that going on, too. A lot of that. I am 5'7", made it to 7'4", made it to 74. Broken bones and pins and screws, but I'm alive in Hawaii and happy. There you go. There you go. Let's see where we're at. I am so fucking far behind. I'm so fucking far behind. Holy shit. I'm sorry, guys. I fuck up a lot, don't I? Champagne Hand with the $5. Apologies if you addressed this before. I'm still new here. Do politics enter the CB banter? Probably, but I don't turn my CB on. It's a lot of shit talking. It's a lot of threatening. I'm gonna whip your ass and all that. It's a lot of racism. I don't turn the CB on because I don't respect people on the CB most of the time. You know when a guy's got a fucking problem with you and he's got something to say, but he says it at 70 miles per hour going in the opposite direction? I don't give a fuck about that guy. I don't care. So I do not turn on the CB. I've never used one. There is one in the truck that I'm in, but I don't turn it on. I've used them long enough to know that I don't like them. So, if politics are mentioned on the CB, it's probably all kissing Trump's ass. It's all kissing Trump's ass for sure. That's all it would be. Damn it. This is fucking Cameron's fault. This is all Cameron's fault, my friends. If you're reading this, you're just going to fall further behind because I'm just wasting your time. Damn it. I fell for it. Anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and hop off, my friends. I got a bunch of stuff for dinner I'm going to make for the family, and it's starting to get a little bit late here because I'm elderly, and I got to get up early and get back on the road. But I appreciate you guys coming to hang out. I'm going to jump on out of here and go do that. That's it. No sense in a long goodbye. So love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Bye now.